Ooh, describe your social life. Okay, so I honestly don't really know what to say about this. It might sound awful and it might sound exaggerated, but I basically don't really have a social life. Like, I really don't. I communicate with people online, but it's, I have one good friend. Shout out to you, Yula, because Yula has been my friend since, I guess it would be like high school here in Norway. From 11th to 12th grade, we were classmates. And I guess she's really been like the one person who's really stuck with me and held on to our relationship, which I truly appreciate. And I love her for that. But she doesn't live in the same city as I do. But when she is here, we definitely meet, and so she's really special to me. But other than that, like real social life, I don't really have it, to be honest. I'm being totally honest, because I'm inside the house 24/7, and the people that I interact with is basically my parents, because I live with my parents, my assistants, because they're with me all the time, and my doctors and nurses and everything that has to do with health. And yeah, I mean, that's basically the interactions that I have throughout the week and month. I haven't, especially now because of the COVID times and stuff, we have not gone out much because I'm obviously in the risk group. So yeah, but that's why I really hope to create a community here with my channel and on Facebook to just really create new bonds and relationships with people and connect with people who maybe have similar challenges, or who know someone who has similar challenges, or just don't have any relation to it at all, but just is interested to be there and be present, because I can't run away from my illness. It's there, it's all the time there. I can't just delete it from my identity. And so it is a really big part of me. So whoever is gonna be in a relationship with me in any kind of way, doesn't mean just romantically, but just any kind of relationship with me, would also have to relate to my illness, because it really does affect me a lot. And yeah, so I don't really know how to answer that question, because I guess like the question is how you describe your social life, and I guess it's not that exciting. To be honest, it's not that exciting. But yeah, I know that's also like another thing I guess I've been really longing for a really long time, is just like I said, like my interactions are with my parents and with my assistants and doctors and nurses, and they're focused on me and focused on what I need, and taking care of me. And I really miss being able to listen and take care of someone else's needs, and like listen to someone else's problems, even if they might seem like so small in relation to mine. I don't want them to compare it to mine. I just want someone to feel comfortable and feel like they can actually come to me and seek comfort and seek something that I can give them. Ooh, this became really deep, but yeah, I guess that's something I really miss. But yeah, that's why I really want a pet. You know, I want to be able to take care of another being, whatever it is, whoever it is. Like, I just want to be able to also give, you know, because I always take and I always get things from everybody around me, and I'm of course so grateful for it, but it's so nice to be able to also give, you know. So yeah, okay, next question. I think it's number 6. Okay, what's the hardest thing to do when you're flaring? Which flaring for me, I guess, would be just when I have a lot of pain and I'm extra nauseous and I'm extra weak and extra dizzy. Oh, that's another side effect. I really hate being dizzy because it's really hard when you can't see well. Plus being dizzy, that's really difficult. But yeah, anyways, so the hardest thing to do is actually just being myself, you know. Like, it's just hard to be myself. Like, I don't talk the way I would like to talk or be the way I want to be. I can't enjoy food. I can't put on makeup. I don't feel like dressing up. I guess that's like the hardest thing for me, is just feeling like my illness is clouding my actual personality and just not letting me be me. Yeah, I guess that's all I want to say about that. Okay, number 7. What's your favorite comfort food? Okay. Pasta. Candy wise, licorice. Yeah, I think that's it. But honestly, like, because of the strict kidney diet that I'm on now, I can't really say this one, but I also do love soups. So yeah, so for now, pasta and licorice, those are the 2 things that I definitely go for when I want something yummy, cozy, comforting. We're having pasta today, by the way, so that makes me happy. All right, number 8. No, not number 8. Number 9. What are some valuable lessons you learned from being sick? So I feel like I've learned and grown a lot from being sick, and I think my biggest breakthrough was kind of 2012, when I was really sick and I amputated my hand, and I really need to like change my life a lot, or my life changed a lot basically without my consent. Really, literally too. I guess the one thing that I always have remembered and I always believe in, and is a lesson I'll always say to myself, is that everything happens for the best and everything happens for a reason. Even though it may feel like the world is crumbling at that moment, I think eventually it's the best thing that could happen at that particular time. And I've learned to celebrate the smallest of victories, like just being able to sit up for a longer period of time, or being able to enjoy a meal, or just dressing up. Like, that's an achievement for me right now. And yeah, so I've just really learned to celebrate those things and be grateful for those things. And I've also learned how lucky I am to have such an amazing and supportive family. I don't think I would have been able to be where I am if it hadn't been for the people in my life. That's my family. Like I said, like, they're literally by my side going through everything with me. So yeah. And okay, so I feel like I've learned a lot, you know. And you know, it's something you keep learning and learning all the time. And that's what I've also learned. It's like you don't stop learning. Just because you've had an experience doesn't mean that you, like, just because I have had like experience with sickness and illness doesn't mean that I know how to deal with it forever now. Like, I'm constantly learning techniques and how to deal with it and handle it better. And yeah, wow, that question is really hard, because I feel like there's so much that I could actually say about this question. I guess I probably want to make another video about that, like things that I've learned from being sick and being disabled, because there are plenty of things, and there's so many things, like in regards to my visual impairment. Like, I've learned that I don't judge people by how they look. I can't judge people by how they look, because I can only know a person when they start speaking to me, and I'm grateful for that. And that's only because I can't see. If I could see, I would have been just like everybody else and done the totally normal human thing to do, which is to make quick decisions about a person by just looking at how they're dressed, how they, you know, behave, and how they look, basically. I don't feel like I can answer this question right now. Like, it's a lot that I want to say. So I'm gonna keep this question for another video. So let me know if that's something you want to see in the comments below, because I'm not gonna make it unless you tell me that you want me to make it. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Number 10. The 3 things that you miss doing from before you were sick. Or the 3 things that you had to stop doing because you got sick, you know? I guess right now for me, it's eating whatever I want to eat. Like, that's something that I really kind of miss. Drinking when I want to drink, drinking when I'm thirsty. So yeah, definitely that, and hopefully that's something that can be done again once I get a kidney transplant. But for now, that's my reality. So I have to watch what I drink and what I eat. There's a hair in my eye. Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing would maybe be drawing. I haven't drawn in a really long time, but it's not that I'm gonna stop or haven't stopped, at least in my mind. But the fact that I can't draw on paper, or drawing and writing, I would say, like drawing and writing by hand, that's something I find very difficult because of my eyesight and because of my energy levels. So that probably would be the second thing. Or actually just going out whenever I want, however I want, without having to plan so freaking much, and just actually walk outside. I used to go for long walks in the woods or in the mountains, or just I love hiking and walking. So yeah, definitely that I miss a lot, like having picnics. That's such a dream for me. Actually, I have this dream of something that I just really want to achieve one time in my lifetime, and that is sleep in a tent. Okay, it might sound really weird to some people, but I just really wish I could do that once. So yeah, that's about 3 things I would say. We'll leave it at that. But there's so many other things that I used to be able to do, but I can't do them now anymore. But that's it for that question. Okay, number 11. This is the last question now. How old were you when you got symptoms? So if you've seen some of my other videos, then you might know this, but I started getting sick first when I was about 4 years old, and we were in India, and I started getting cramps. I wasn't able to eat. I was really sick, and I ended up in a very critical state. And that's when I first got diagnosed with hypoparathyroidism. And it took about 2 years before we actually got the proper diagnosis of APS type 1. But yeah, I was 4 years when I got my first symptoms. And then when I was 5, I started losing my hair. And when I turned about 11, 12, I had gotten diabetes, and then from 2012 onwards I had lung issues and Addison's disease, and my amputation happened also in 2012. And the past few years have been my kidney disease, but I didn't really have proper symptoms until maybe like the middle of last year, beginning of this year, kind of. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I don't think there's really too much more to that question, so I'm not gonna drag it out unnecessarily. So yeah, I mean that's it. That's all the questions, and I don't really have anybody that I want to tag. If I do, I'll put it in the comments or put it in the description box below. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'm so proud of you if you made it this far and listened to all of my rambling and talking about everything. So I'm gonna just end it here. I'm gonna drag it out too long because I think this video is really long. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you all of my love as usual. And please do comment and subscribe and like this video because it really helps me out and it motivates me. And you'll see me in my next video.